Hello, my name is Kim, and today I'll be telling you the fact-based story of Catherine the Great. It was May 2nd, 1729, in a small Prussian town called Stettin. Little Sophie Frederick Augustus, Princess of Anhalt-Zerbst, was born, a minor royal's daughter. Her pathway was already predetermined for her. She would grow up, find a good man, settle down, and eventually fade into the background of history. No one would have guessed that little Sophie would one day be Catherine the Great, Empress of Russia. Her mother saw how much potential little Sophie had. Sophie was very smart. She would pick up any book she could get her hands on and read. She was very curious. Her mother saw this opportunity and pushed her to greatness she did. At only 16 years old in 1745, little Sophie was summoned to Russia, where she would be betrothed to Peter III, heir to the Russian throne. Life at the Russian court wasn't great for her, to say the least. She was in a foreign country with customs she didn't know. She spoke a language she barely could and barely understood. And her husband, who was supposed to be her supporter, often preferred the company of his toy soldiers than his wife. But this did not deter little Sophie. As I had mentioned before, she was a very smart, bright young woman. And so, she learned the Russian. She became fluent in Russian. She even converted to Orthodox Russian Christianity, where she renamed herself Catherine. In 1762, after the death of Empress Elizabeth, Peter III became Tsar. Now, as I had mentioned previously, Peter wasn't all there. He was reckless, chaotic, and didn't make the best choices for Russia. He alienated the church, the military, and even Russia's allies. Catherine knew then that Russia was in dire need of a true leader. But she was patient. She would wait and bide her time before she acted. Only 6 months after Peter III's ascension, Catherine staged a bloodless coup with the allies she had made in the military, with her extraordinary energy and her intellect. Peter was arrested and would later die of mysterious causes. Catherine the Great lived up to her name. She expanded Russia's territory, she brought in the Enlightenment, and reformed education and law. She even corresponded with philosophers like Voltaire, using him as a guideline to the ideas she wanted to bring to Russia. She supported the arts and heavily believed in human rights. Now, of course, she wasn't perfect in her reign. Catherine the Great ruled with absolute power, and despite how much she really cared about human rights, she never freed Russia's serfs. Regardless, her ability to claim power in a way that didn't require force, and utilizing her brilliant skills as a propagandist to send out newsletters, manifestos, painting herself as Russia's true leader, chosen by fate and God himself, cemented her place in history. For you see, Catherine the Great didn't inherit power. No, she took it. She wasn't born Russian, she became it. And she didn't wait for anyone to give her her place in history. Catherine the Great took her place in history.